All right, real quickly again, we're going to go over the questions that you just finished. I believe there was 10, maybe. Yep, 10. So the first ones were about tax and discount, and we did those differently in class. Some of you like to do it one way, and the rest of you like to do it another. So anyway, we're going to try to do all of these examples in a timely manner, so just bear with me. We got Suzanne will pay $14 to get her hair cut, and she wants to leave her hairdresser a tip, which is kind of like tax. It means the price is going to go up. So what is the total including the haircut? So this wants to know the haircut and the tip. So remember, we when we were in class, we said here's 100%, and if we pay tip or tax, the price is going to go up. So we're going to pay 100% plus that 10%. So if you solve using proportions, we would do 110 over 100, because percent always goes over 100, and then the price of the item here, which is $14. So some of you like to do that way. So if you like to do a proportion, you can start solving that. If you prefer just to do the straight multiplication, we take the price of the item, which in this case is $14, and if you don't see a decimal, it's understood to be the end. We go 2 times to the left or divide it by 100, so times 1.10. And that decimal is telling us this is the whole number, which is the 1 tells us 100%. We're paying full price, and that 0.10 tells us the percent that we're increasing. So we would do 14 times 1.10, and we get 1540. And you're going to get 1540 when you cross multiply and divide that also. All right, now we're going to buy a stereo that's 15% discounted. The original price is $350. How much did Dan save? So we've got, here's full price, which is 100%, and we're looking at, this is the part we save, and then this is the part we actually pay. So it says save 15%, and then it says pay, we've got to figure that out. So we do 100 minus 15 and get 85%. So several different ways we can do this. If in class, most of you wanted to do the pay, so you would do this, and you did 85 over 100 and x over that 350. That's how much you pay. Then we would have to do 350 times, if you turn this into a decimal, that's going to be 0.85. And when you do that, you get 350 times 0.85, which gives us $297.50. And that's how much we pay. But the question says, how much do we save? So if we use the pay part, then we have to come back and say 350 minus this number. Which when I put it in this way, I will come up with a negative, but that's okay. So I get that answer. Now, I could have, if I'd wanted to go straight to save, I could have put 15 here and 0.15 here, and that would have told me automatically how much I saved. So you could do it either way. Now we got the results from a survey of 7th graders are in that box. It says, if we ask 500 7th graders in one school, how many would you expect to prefer country music? Well, the country music, if we look at our country music, it's 15. So 15, and like we did yesterday, I'm talking about country music over the total. And the total in this box, if you add them all up, is 50. And this is asking you what if we had a total of 500. So 500 is going to go here, and then we have x. So we get 50x equals 15 times 500. Trying to get it so you can see. And so that's 7,500. Divide both sides by 50. And our answer is, ouch, 150. Sorry, I stabbed myself. All right, now if we've got a sample of 50 different color golf balls that we removed from the let me start over. I can't even read today. A sample of 50 different colored golf balls was removed from a total number of golf balls made. The sample contained 8 pink golf balls. About how many total golf balls were made if 56 of the total golf balls were pink? So we're talking about pink and we're talking about total. So if I read what's going on here, 8 of them are pink out of that 50. So 8 are pink out of 50. And the question says if we end up with 56 pink golf balls, then how many golf balls do we have altogether? Let's read that again. About how many total golf balls, so here we're looking for total, so that's going to be our X, if 56 of the total golf balls were pink. So 56 is going to go at the top. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm not even showing you the problem. So pink over total, pink over total. So 8X equals 50 times 56. And then we're going to divide both sides by 8. And that says that would have been about a sample of 350. All right, and we keep on going. We're going to inspect some scissors. It says we inspected 300 scissors and discovered that 3 of them were broken. So if 3 were broken, so that's broken out of the total 600. I still don't have y'all on the screen. Gracious, I'm struggling. It wants to know about how many were broken. How many would be broken if you examined 8,000? So we're looking for how many are broken. So that's our X if we examined 8,000. So 600X equals 3 times 8,000, which should be 24,000. But we'll double check ourselves. And then we're going to divide both sides by 600. And we get 40. So 40 pair of scissors would probably be broken. According to a survey, 60 out of 100 gym members preferred listening to music. So that means there was a total of 100 and 60 of them preferred music. Now, if there are 425 gym members, how many would you expect to be listening to music? So the total of gym members is 25, and you're looking for X. How many of those would like music? So that's where the X goes up there. So we get 100X equals 60 times 425. Well, 2. Then we're going to divide both sides by 100, and we get 255. All right, Eva bought a book that was on sale for 20% off the retail price. The retail price of the book is $12. What was the price that Eva paid for the book? So typically, y'all like to do this 2 different ways. So we're going to put, if we save 20%, we have to pay 80%. So those of you that like to do proportions, you're going to have 80 over 100 and X over 24 if you prefer proportions. If you prefer just to multiply, you're going to have, why did I put 24 there? Because I was supposed to put 12. Sorry. It was a $12 book. I don't know why I said 24. So we got this $12 book, and we're going to multiply it. If I come back over here and I turn this into a decimal, I go 2 times to the left, which is going to be 0.8. Some of you like to put 0.80. It really doesn't matter. And I get $9.60. So that means that Eva would have paid $9.60 for that book when it was on sale. Okay? So now John earned $54 for every 2 cakes he sells. This is the money, and this is the cakes. So $54 for every 2. Okay, if he earned $432 in 4 days, how many, wait a minute, if he earns $432 in 4 days, and he sold the same number of cakes per day, how many cakes did he sell per day? So this is, we're looking for how many cakes. And when we figure that out, we've still got even more work to do. So 54x equals 432 times 2, 864. We're going to divide by 54. Then we get 16. So that's 16 cakes. Well, it says that he wants to know how many he did in 4 days, and he did the same number he did 16 over 4 days, and he did the same number each day. So then we would take 16 and divide that by 4, and that tells us that he did 4 per day. All right, we're getting into short rows. On Monday, Allison made 12 out of 22 shots. So that's the total, and that's how many she made. Now it says, at this rate, how many shots will Allison make on Tuesday if she attempts 30? So the attempts and the total would be the same. And then our x wants to know how many did we make. So 22x equals 12 times 30, which is 360. Divide both sides by 22. And the question asks us, at this rate, how many shots? So the closest answer here would be 16, because you're not going to make a piece of a shot. All right, we're going to survey 300 people about soft drinks. And it says that 180 drink X, 40 drink Y, 80 drink Z. So now we're going to do a company wants to produce 1 million bottles of soft drink. So based on the results of the survey, about how many bottles of soft drink would need to be the Z. So if we look at our total, because if you add these, that's where 300 comes from, which it tells us up front that it's 300. So if we look at this row right here, it says that 80 people prefer drink Z out of 300. So now the question says, if we were really talking about 1 million, so then we need to put 1 million there and then our x. So we get 300x equals 80 million, 80, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Divide that by 300. So this says about. So about tells us it's not going to be exact. So about is going to be about 270,000. Remember, if you got questions, let me know, because we're going to have a big test in 2 days. We've got one more review day, and then we're going to have a big test.